Okay, so we just popped the engine cover off, and we've got our new purge valve purge valve solenoid now. And we talked about the vent valve solenoid underneath. This one costs us like $35, $40. And so this goes right here. You can't really see it, but it's right down in there. So we're gonna take this cover off for the air cleaner and just pull this thing aside. So we got a clamp here, and we've got a clamp down here, and a clamp over here, and we're gonna pull this up out of the way. And so we're talking about the price of, how much this emission stuff costs if you have to go and diagnose it at the dealer. And this is just a solenoid that opens and closes, and it's gonna wear out at some point. So, if you replace this solenoid and the one in the back for the vent one, which we just showed you, it's gonna save you a lot of money in the long run. Like I said, the canisters don't go bad very often. It's these two components that go bad, and the fuel caps. The fuel cap vent on it can break down over time. So between the fuel cap and this solenoid and the vent valve solenoid, it's gonna cost you 35 and 10. This was 35, the other one was 10, so it's gonna cost you $60 to $55 to get a new fuel cap and those three components. You're just saving a lot of money. All of them break down, they're all wearable items, and what the dealer's charging right now per hour, it makes sense to change them yourself. So we're gonna go after this one.
Pay no attention to the guy picking his teeth over there. Everybody gets captured on film.
So we had fault code PO455, says emission evaporator gross leak. So we're gonna start by changing, these two components, and then, you can change your fuel cap as well, and it's just gonna save you money in the long run. And I don't know, Rich, did you disconnect your air cleaner here? Or was that or did you already not do that?
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, so, this is an issue, okay? So right here, so, we've already bought the solenoid, we're gonna change that, and then we're gonna, clasp these down the way that they're supposed to be, so.
He wasn't doing that. I saw him. he's full of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, the cover
Yeah.
Oh, he did? Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Because that can give you the leak, so. All right, we just slipped this clamp off here. I'm gonna slide this hose
I
off.
can give you the leak too. Coors Light. I can give you a leak.
Yeah. I've got some penetrating oil and I'm spraying on my 10 millimeter clamps here. So I've got one down here. You can see it right here. And that goes to this canister here. And that should be enough. That's loose enough. Loosen this one out. Get that one off there. I'm gonna get this one slipped off of here. I'm gonna leave these vacuum lines on. I'm just gonna pull this hose up out of the way, slip this over here, and so I could see my vent valve solenoid now, which is right here. Here's my electrical connector here. It's got the clip down on the bottom, so I'm gonna see if I can get my thumb in here and just push this back off right here. And it's got the bracket that it slides on sideways here. It's got a hose here, and then it's got a hose clamp here. So I'm gonna get some small pliers and we're gonna pinch these together and get them off. You got the key off? I can't hear him, what did he say?
Nope.
Well, you're gonna have a code because they just unplugged your thing. Okay. Okay, get that one back. I'm gonna get something to slide in there. And this other clamp over here. We're gonna get a little screwdriver and pull these back. Okay, so the solenoid is slid on, And you gotta get this little screwdriver down in between the solenoid. There's a metal piece here, and you gotta bend this tab down so that you can get the solenoid to slide off. And we just bent it down, and the solenoid is sliding off now. And we didn't, boy, everything's tight here, man.
Yeah, it's tight.
So we didn't take this vacuum line off yet, and I think we're gonna have to now. So we were trying to get this one to crack loose, and it's pretty tight. This hose is starting to split. We're gonna end up having to change this hose.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me get the pliers.
Okay.
This hose is pretty dry rotted. We're gonna have to do something about it. And as far as sliding this thing off, man, it's tight as a bitch. Okay. Now see the tab here. We're gonna bend this tab.
Yeah. See, basically,
Back up.
you put that little screwdriver in between the solenoid and that bracket, you bend that tab down, and that'll unlock the solenoid so you can slide it out.
Can bend it back up. Everything's tight, huh?
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Okay. Gotta bend that back over. It's like tweaked a little bit. Okay.
You good?
Put it back straight. All right. So this hose here, we're gonna see if we have a hose for this, because this thing is pretty crappy. So gotta change that. And it's just a short clamp right here. So there's another clamp on this, and you gotta get a hose for this. Then it's actually split right on the back side, and this could have been our issue, right where my fingernail is. It's split on the back side in
Yeah.
here.
You can see a little hole.
So that could be our whole issue.
Do we have enough meat on there to trim it back and reconnect it?
No,
No?
we're gonna take this off and find a new piece of hose here.
Okay. All right. This is a little short piece.
Yeah.
All right. That works.
Okay, and then we've got this other clamp right here. We gotta find the edge of it.
There you go.
Roll it around. All right, you got a new piece of hose from something we had at the shop. Put a little bit of grease in here, wiped on the inside of the lining to help it slide onto this plastic sleeve is kind of a pain in the ass right here. So it's inside this other hose. Didn't want to make sure, I didn't want to break it. So we put a piece on this side, and it's going to go in like this. So we're going to slide this in, and so it goes. Well, yeah, so the electrical connector is on the bottom. So all right, we want these on top so we can get at them. Okay, so we're gonna get this one, and we're gonna slide it into the hose here. Okay. Oh, look at that little grease, huh? How's that helping me out, huh? Okay, so now we gotta line up with this foolish ass bracket here.
And if you need one, that's so you go to the counter and you ask for a foolish ass bracket. Right, Steve?
And they'll know exactly what you're talking about, all right?
There's no part number. Give me the foolish ass bracket.
So we gotta try and get it to start on here. And the lighting is crappy. And, man.
See, aren't you guys glad we're not corporate? When Steve and I aren't corporate.
Yeah. Trying. Can't really see the slide here. Okay. All right,
just
now we
think-
gotta get this shitty hose on.
Hey, but Steve, just think, you just saved $942 from the dealership.
Yeah. My life though.
It took yeah, but the year off your life, those are the worst years. Because it.
Now I owe $900 worth of electrical work.
All right, you gotta get this clamp.
Hey, let me get over there.
Let's hold the light like that.
Let me get the light and job again.
Get this clamped up.
The lighting guy's got the most dangerous job in the garage. He's the guy that gets yelled at.
All right. Okay, so we got our 2 clamps on there.
Yeah.
Now we gotta fight with this little sucky hose here. I want to slide this up. I'm gonna put a little penetrating oil on this so that it helps it slide in.
There you go. It's getting there.
Alrighty, let's plug the electrical connector in. That should go easy. Okay, that clicked in. All right, so, man, it took us half an hour to put that stupid thing in and change that little hose. All right, so we're gonna get our ductwork back on here. I'm just gonna put a little penetrating oil on the inside of this so that it slides on easy. And let's get this back down in place. Basically, this slides down onto the throttle valve here. And that looks like that's all on. And we'll right here. Okay, it's settled on there. Got this little hose here to slide on. Put our clamp back in place. Okay, let's tighten these 2 up. We never disconnected anything over here. Okay, so we're gonna tighten this by hand. Okay, we got that. And we got this one back here. All right, we got everything back together. We're gonna clear the fault code on it with our scan tool. Make sure his air cleaner stays clasped. And so we changed the purge valve solenoid on it. We're gonna clear the code and run it. If we have a problem, we're gonna go after the vent valve solenoid and the fuel cap and get rid of that 455 code.